Hi, Starting Out Solitary. I'm your Monday host, Terry, and this week we're talking about different systems of magic and what we practice. So, this is now, I'm going to say, my fifth time doing this video. It has been really, really hard to try and fit into a label or a box my specific practice because I look at it as being quite eclectic. I will, I don't follow a religious practice like Wicca or, I don't even know, I think Santeria is also a religious practice, but, you know, I can't say, I don't really know. So, um, my path is one that I I will take what feels right to me or borrow maybe what feels right to me from various practices. It just feels that most of the time, I'd say a good 99%, my what feels right in the core of my soul for what I'm doing usually comes from a Celtic line, I guess. And at the beginning, when I decided to follow a pagan path, I did a lot of, I watched a lot of videos, I read a lot of books, which was, how I figured out that Wicca was not something that I wanted to follow. But at the very beginning, like so many of us, when you're looking at books and things, unfortunately, Wicca and the craft, they become intertwined, they become interchangeable, and there is no deviance from that. So, um, I did a lot of searching and a lot of practicing as well to find what worked for me. And I think that's really important is that when you're studying and when you're learning, you also have to practice so that you know if it feels right. If it doesn't feel right for you, then it's not really going to work. And for me, what I'm studying right now, for the most part, the books that I seem drawn to are ones regarding cartomancy because I just really feel at home in that, and those seem to be a lot of the books that I take out, and I go in waves. I mean, last summer I did a lot of reading on herbal medicine, which I still highly believe in. Of course, a lot of us do. Um, but as far as practicing my craft, I do find that for the most part, uh, the things that I do tend to follow a Celtic lean, and that's I will look. I do look, and it seems that let's say I'm looking at let's we'll talk about sigils for example, and I can look at all these various ways to do them, and then when it comes down to it, what feels right to me is making sigils out of ogums. I'll have to talk about that one, which is more of a Celtic lean again. So um, I think I think that's where I'm going to end this. Otherwise, I'll just start rambling again. And just to say that when you are starting out and when you're studying and when you're learning about anything, it has to be what is interesting to you and what feels right. I know I said that at the beginning, but I can't stress it enough. There are no rules in your practice in how you choose to follow your path, and that's the wonderful thing about being a pagan. But I no, I lie. Maybe there is one rule, and that is that you get to be your true self. You get to be your honest self, what is right in your core. And that's where your practice should be as well. So that's it. I'm not doing this one over again. I hope this made sense, and you guys have a really, really great week. Many blessings to you all. Bye.